How you doing? Welcome back to the Scout Tactical channel. Today we're at the range shooting the Glock Model 36. I've had several messages about Glocks. Everybody wants to see the Glock reviews, so I've got an oddball for you. This is not the average Glock. It's a different size, it's a different single stack mag, different everything, and it's in the huge 45 ACP, which is always popular. This gun is awesome for concealed carry, but I will warn you, it's a little snappy. But again, you're not competing with the thing. You're trying to defend yourself, save your life, backup gun, things like that. So the Glock 36 is an excellent gun, but a little snappy. You need to be ready for it, but it's pretty shootable. One thing I like about the Glock 36, as opposed to other compacts, is as you can see, your whole hand fits on it. No adapters necessary. This is the factory mag. It comes with it. Pierce also makes extensions. This is the normal one. It's 6+1. A little bit short, okay, not a lot of rounds, but you don't need many, and 45 will do the job. But your hand does fit on it well, and when you shoot, you feel like you're shooting a full-size gun because you still have a full-size grip on the gun. So that is a definite advantage. Okay, let's do some shooting. Okay, so now for the tabletop portion, a little different video for us at Scout Tactical. This time I started talking at the range and showed you some shooting before we started doing the review. Hope you like that format, let me know. So we're on the Glock 36, a little bit of an oddball Glock, or a lot of bit of an oddball Glock. It isn't like most Glocks because it's a little smaller. It's not as small as the compact, like the Compact 9, which is the 26, the Compact 40, which is the 27. It's not that small, but it's not big like the mid-size guns, like the 19 or the 23, so it's right in between. And as I mentioned, it's a strange single stack gun, as you can see. The grip is simply narrow. That's all there is to it. If you look at Glock's 20 or 21 guns, which are the the 45 and the 10 millimeter, you see that those guns, when they get in those bigger calibers, get a bigger, fatter frame, and some people have trouble even holding on to those guns. That's why they've got the SF models out, which is the slim frames, which I think they're still doing. I still see them cataloged. So those help guys a little bit on the bigger cartridge design. This gun doesn't go with that strategy. Instead, it goes with single stack. The sole purpose of this gun is normally defense/concealed carry. So it's not going to be a range queen. It's not going to be a competition gun. It's not going to normally be any type of hunting gun or anything like that, like some of the 10 millimeter guys do with those guns. This gun is simply supposed to be in the pants, in a holster, leg holster, what have you. And I think it would even work with ankle holster. Don't get me wrong here. It may be too big for most, but it's not terrible. You see my hand over the gun, okay? It's that big of a gun. So it's still, you know, bigger than an M&P 40 compact, bigger than a Glock, a 9 or 40 compact, but still small enough for concealed carry. A couple of things that this is a loaner, by the way, from the LT. So a couple of things he's added. You see the Hogue band on the grip, which is cool. It doesn't really add any width, so to speak, because it's just maybe a millimeter or two thick. But it does give a little bit of extra rubber texture to help you grip it. He also has this little shoe in here. I'm not really a big supporter of this, but this isn't my gun. What this does is, if you haven't seen it, it allows the trigger to not be pulled, which he always worries about because he carries this as an inside the waistband carry when he's off duty. All you do is you hit this thing and it goes flying out, as you see. You just touch this side, the right hand side of it, it flies out to the left, and now you can pull the trigger. So pretty cool, I guess. You know, it is a safety, but I just worry in the stress of the moment, would you forget to knock it out? To each their own, though. There's a lot of accessories, and some work for some people and some don't work for some people. Just choose what you like. The last big modification that he has on here is the clip draw. And this is pretty cool. This is a universal clip draw. You can mount it just about anywhere you want, and it lets you put the gun in your pocket or inside the waistband with no holster, hence the little safety shoe he's using. So pretty neat, and it's not a permanent install. It will come off if you want it to. He does have a little He's changed out the bottom to be a Pierce grip bottom, but it is similar to the Glock model. This is not the +1, though they have that. And the +1 comes down one more width of a 45 caliber round, which is right here. So, you know, it does come down, would be quite a bit more of an extension. I don't have that mag to show you, unfortunately. So on this little mag, a single stack means what? It means that all the rounds are in line. See, they're one on top of another. See the round up there? And then there they go down the magazine. This is a 6+1 gun, meaning that the magazine holds 6 and that you can load one more in the chamber. In comparison, a double stack mag, right? They're side by side. You see that that's the width of the bullet, but look how wide the mag is. There's around here, here, staggered all the way down. This mag happens to hold 15 and 40. This is an M&P mag. See the difference in widths. Not a ton, it's just how they format the bullets. The 45 is so much bigger that it just sits single stack in this gun, one on top of the other. So pretty interesting. It does keep the gun slimmer, which allows you to put it in the pants or put it in a holster and remain concealed. If it was a big fat double stack, then it'd be a little bit harder to do so. But I'm not saying it's impossible. Something to think about. So the grip is completed, as I mentioned at the range. Totally awesome in this gun. You can hold on to it for dear life. It is a little bit snappy to shoot, but it's nothing crazy. I was shooting a SIG 226 TAC Ops that a friend just got at the same time I was shooting this. And in 9mm, the TAC Ops, big old full-size gun, just was a pipsqueak. When you start shooting this, it was a little bit of a shock, but in most cases you're not going to be shooting two different guns at the same time on a range session, especially that far extreme. Just understand that when you take it out, you get a good grip on the gun. It doesn't hurt to shoot it, but it is there. It's a 45 that's small. So all in all, this gun is hard to see. Not a lot of them on the market. Glock doesn't make a lot of them as they do their mainstream guns. This is one of the little oddball Glocks that are out there. Not a lot of people have one, but it's well worth the money. I highly recommend it. If you're looking for a single stack compact 45 of any kind, much less a Glock, might be a good choice for you. I really think it's a good one. I've shot the XDS 45 from Springfield. I've shot the M&P 45 compact, and I have to say this Glock, man, it gives them both a run for the money. This is an excellent gun, and of course it's a Glock, so you know it's 1000% reliable, right? A little bit higher than some of the guns. I think most stores are going $550 to $600 on this model, and of course a little bit higher sometimes in the craze or when they're really hard to get. But you know, $550, it is a little more than a normal Glock. $600 is a little more than a normal Glock, but it's well worth the buy. As always, guys, I really appreciate the views. Keep them going. We're in week 6. We're well over 5,000 views. Keep the subscribers coming. If you like the channels, please subscribe. Check us out on the web at scouttactical.com and on Facebook at Scout Tactic. Thanks for watching.